Hi guys. YouTube Live. How are you doing? I know that obviously I'm by myself right now. That's okay. Um, thank you so much for joining me or watching this. If you're watching this at a later date, I really appreciate it. We're just going to be doing a get ready with me today because, to be honest, I did not have a lot of time this weekend to film the video that I wanted to get up for you guys today. So I figured I would do a YouTube Live instead and still show you guys the look that I wanted to show you. Um, but I have class at 11, so which is normally when I upload, so I figured we could do it a little bit earlier. So this is going to be a like jack-o'-lantern Halloween inspired look. It's black and orange, really simple, and I'm really excited for it. I wore it the other day and a lot of people complimented me on it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm first getting out my NARS eyeshadow primer like always. So how are you all doing? I feel like I don't like get to interact with you guys as much. School has been absolutely crazy this semester for me. I'm working and I'm trying to write a thesis and I just feel like my interaction and stuff with followers has not been what I wanted it to be, especially considering it was a lot better during quarantine when I didn't have a lot of responsibilities. So thank you guys for sticking with me, being patient, that type of thing. I really appreciate it. But I hope you all are doing amazing. Honestly, I really do. I know this is a pretty stressful time for a lot of people, so I hope you guys are all hanging in there. So next, now that I've primed my eyes, I'm going to be taking the Pure and Raw Beauty Christie palette and the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe 2 palette. So I'm going to start out with putting black in my crease. I'm just going right in with the color. So I'm going to take the color Temptress, which is down here at the bottom, and I'm going to take my blinked brushes. This is the E1. You guys know how I love blinked brushes. I'm really sad because I know I missed the restock the other day, and that's the last restock they're going to have before the end of the year. But I just couldn't yet. But I really want to get the Starry Night collection, and I really want to get I think I have the rose gold, so I just want like the regular collection. I love these brushes. So I'm just going to take that, get out my more precise mirror here. I'm just going to put this right in my crease. I'm going to mostly pat it in, and I'm going to make it in a bit of a wing shape. And just blend it out, which I know looks really scary right now, but once it's all blended out, it'll look really, really nice. So let's see, what else can we talk about? I mean, Halloween, spooky season. I know that I've heard like mixed things about how people are feeling about Halloween this year. I personally, I still really like to dress up. We dress up for work. So I bought a Black Widow costume the other day. It should be coming in the mail today. I'm pretty excited about it, hoping that it fits okay. So that will be a mission for some time today, is checking, of course, whether or not that fits. So I'm really trying to blend it out and like apply that color so that it's nice and strong, so that when we put the orange in, it really contrasts the orange. But I also do want to leave room up here towards my brow bone to put a little bit of white, because I also like the contrasting white against the black. So I got a new cookbook in the mail the other day, and by that I mean I ordered it a while ago on pre-order, and my mom brought it up to me when she visited this weekend. Thank you, Mom. Um, and it's Alex Cornicelli's new cookbook. You guys know I love Alex Cornicelli. If you don't know that, well, now you do. I love Alex Cornicelli. Oh, it's like so much. She is my like chef inspiration pretty much. And she just came out with a new cookbook. It's called The Home Cook, I believe. And I ordered a signed copy, so now I have that up here, and I'm making 2 recipes from it this week. I'm making pork cutlets, which I'm very excited about, and it's like a quinoa pilaf with ground turkey. I'm very, very excited. So like I said before, I'm just kind of applying it and blending it out. It's a little patchier in this inner corner area, so I'm going to blend that out a lot for sure. And to do that, I'm going to take this big fluffy brush and definitely buff out the edges. And you can also do this with a more precise brush if you don't want the black to be as like heavy set in your eyes. I think I actually did this with a more precise brush the other day, but I really wanted this to be like bold and big today. So I'm just gonna taking my finger and cleaning up this inner portion here on this left eye because I went a little further in than I wanted it to. So now I'm just kind of cleaning that up. Of course, making sure that both eyes match. I do for the most part. I know this looks really crazy right now. I'm sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and grab my like crease cutting foundation, and that is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. Just gonna put some of that on the back of my hand, and if I can find it, around my crease cutting brush. He's apparently playing peekaboo. There he is. Okay, and I'm just going to take that and I'm going to cut my crease, which you guys have seen me do a million times. I just apply foundation pretty much along my lash line, and then I look up to find where my crease naturally sits. And then I fill it in. And sometimes I'll go a little above where that natural crease is so that you can see the color that I'm putting on the lid above the crease, because I do have slightly hooded eyes. I also have to carve out the shape of the inner crease and inner corner because it doesn't sit as nicely, I feel like. There we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect again, because I'm actually going to make this a little like, it's not going to be a perfectly clean cut crease. I'm going to like mess it up, quote unquote, a little bit later. So don't worry about it being flawless. I actually need to get more foundation. Normally I over apply the cut crease, like too much foundation and stuff. I might actually have to get more. I actually think that looks okay. How about you? All right. So now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to kind of pat that set a little bit. Because if there's too much product on there, the pigment is just not going to hold. It's going to get a little messy. So I want to really set this. And now I'm going to go in with my Blinged Brushes E4. This is a pretty large flat shader. I'm going to get back out the Jaclyn Hill palette again, and I'm going to go in with the Raw Beauty Kristi Am I Orange from her colorful side. And on my man from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm just going to put that all over my lid. Love it.
I have a question.
Yes.
I mean, your room feels cooler.
Just so you know, I'm on YouTube Live if you want to come say hello.
What?
Hey, I'm on YouTube right now. This is my roommate, Devin, for those of you that haven't met her. What's up, babe?
So, I noticed I called in a guy for the AC unit
Mhm.
because Anastasia was not wrong when she was saying that the AC only goes into her room.
Is it really?
Yeah, she was like, you guys, like, remember how she's like, can you make it warmer and make it warmer?
Mm-hmm.
And at first I was like, 71, 72 isn't that cold.
Yeah.
And I walk into her room and I think the AC unit's broken.
Oh,
and the
no.
reason that she's getting it all is because like the AC fan or something isn't working.
Oh.
Because I think the AC is only going into her room.
I mean, my room's sometimes cold though.
Yeah. Yours is sometimes like I feel a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just weird.
No,
Her
definitely.
room is like an ice box, and then you try to like feel it in the living room or in my room, and it doesn't work.
So it's weird.
I called in one of the work orders for it.
Okay.
I thought it was like crazy. I was like, wow. Her room is like Antarctica, and my room is like the desert.
Well,
I'm glad your YouTube fans can.
No, yeah. Now they're hearing about all of our AC issues. It happens, life, man.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to give you a heads up before somebody just randomly starts banging on our door.
It happens, life, man.
Life.
Love you, babe. Love you. I don't know if you guys heard that, but she just left and said to her boyfriend, she's like, Dominic, I'm famous. Oh my god. I love her. She's so cute. If you guys, I'm pretty sure Devin has been on my channel before, like in some of my college vlogs. So, but if you guys don't know her, as my roommate Devin, she's absolutely adorable. I've been friends with her since freshman year. She is an angel. She's a sweetheart. So, and as you can tell, apparently we're having AC issues. I didn't quite realize because my room is, if there's AC not coming into my room, then that is okay because my room is pretty much always the temperature I like it to be. It's a little on the chillier side so that I have like a blanket on me, but other than that, like it's really comfortable. So, but yeah, as you can see, I just applied the orange exactly where we cut the crease. I'm going all the way up into my crease. And I'm applying like pretty hefty layers of it. I'm applying at least 2 layers because I really want this to be bright. Because I love the dark and light contrast. I just think it's so fun. And I'm really focusing on patting it in as opposed to like brushing it in because I really want the pigment to stick. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a slightly smaller crease brush. I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to kind of go over that edge where the orange and black meet. Because like I said, I don't want this to be a super clean cut crease. So I'm just kind of going to go back in there and blend that cut crease out. But I'm doing this with a more precise brush because I don't necessarily want to lay down a whole lot more color, like of the black per se. I'm mostly just blending it. But I am using circular motions to really make sure that it's blended. I think my favorite part of like this look is actually when I put on eyeliner because I feel like it really like comes full circle when I add eyeliner because like the black in the crease matches the black on upper lash line, and I just think it looks so, so cool. Okay. I think we're looking good right now. So again, I'm just going to take that fluffy brush and just kind of buff out the edges of my crease. All right, so really quickly before I do the upper lash line eyeliner, I'm going to take Temptress again. I'm going to put that on the outer half of my lower lash line. I'm just going to go right there and kind of like meet up with its crease buddy. Mm-hmm. And again, I like to use patting motion to really apply the color, and then I blend it out later. That's just kind of how I do all of my looks. Pat and then blend, apply and then blend. And then I'm going to take the oranges we were using and put that on the inner half, inner third-ish area. I don't know why I'm doing this over here. The lighting's better over here. All right, so last but not least before the eyeliner, I'm going to take a little bit of Lumos and Cafe Disco from the Raw Beauty Kristi palette, and that's going to go on my brow bone and inner corner. And I love how bright Lumos is. It really is like a beautiful white shade, but I wanted some shimmer, which is why we're taking Cafe Disco. And I am kind of using circular motions to blend that out, especially like right here in this outer corner. And I'm putting that on my inner corner as well. There's a hair on my brush. Let's try check. That actually had a little bit too much pigment on it, so it's going a little bit more up into my crease than I wanted to, so now we have to do that on the other side, which is okay. All right, and then I lost a brush, everybody. That's going to be fun to find later. So I'm just going to quickly take the Blink Brushes E7. It's like a packing shader brush, but I'm actually just going to use that to blend out my lower lash line. And we have to reapply that orange because we lost the orange a little bit on this side. And I'm definitely going to have to put on some concealer and kind of clean up this lower lash line a little bit, because the black came down a little farther than I wanted it to when I blended it out. So let's clean off that brush and blend out the orange again. Alrighty, so now we're going to go in with eyeliner. And yes, I know I'm looking really crazy right now still. I promise it all comes together in the end. So I'm going to use my Duce Fine Line liner because my Kat Von D one is currently in a bag somewhere that I haven't gotten out yet. And I'm just going to do a typical winged liner. I'm not going to talk during this portion because if I try to talk during winged liner, it's not going to go well. So Awesome. See, I feel like it already just looks so much better. You can hear the wind blowing outside. We're having some major rain right now. And as per usual, one wing looks completely different than the other wing. I'm going to bring an assistance from the other wing here. This is the Big Fat Liner Kohl Marker Pen by, I guess it's Rockins Cosmetics. I think I got this in a Boxy Charmer or FabFitFun. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so they're about the same now, but for some reason on this eye, the line is being really patchy. And it might be because of the shadow. I've not had this issue before, so I'm going to see. We're going to try and clean this up a little bit. So first thing I'm going to do is take the black shadow, which I moved back here. We're going to use it to try and fill in the wing a little bit. See if that'll help fix things. Oh goodness, I'm just a mess over here. Okay, so that helps that. Okay, but now I'm going to try and I'm going to clean them both up a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to use my Tarte Micellar Magic Water and an angled brush. And I'm going to use it basically just to kind of clean up that line over there. Oh, this micellar water is honestly magic. And this right here is the one thing you have to be careful of when you do this, is that the color can sometimes smear. So makeup, ladies and gentlemen, it never goes well when you're trying to do it for people. So that side looks okay. There we go. Okay. There's that. That's not what I was doing. All right, now I'm gonna try and go back with my crease brush and just kind of fix that right there because it's a little bit of a mess. I promise my makeup normally goes a lot smoother than this, actually. Like, to be honest, it really normally does. Okay, I think that looks okay. They look kind of even, kind of. I think they look kind of even now, right? Yeah, I think so. They look, this side almost looks too smoky now. Let me see if I can find that accent brush that fell. There we go. It fell actually on my blanket. Didn't realize he did that. All right, so now I'm gonna go back in with the Lumos and Cafe Disco shades and try and add a bit more white to this again. Because I feel like that's what it's really missing on this side now. Or I guess at this point it's probably more silver than anything else. Like a silvery gray. Okay, in my mirror they look pretty similar again. I think we may have recovered. We may have recovered. All right, so we're gonna go in with lashes now. And by that, I mean just regular mascara. So I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. Oh, I've never been so stressed doing my makeup. It's the bad thing about doing YouTube lives. I almost just feel like I get like intimidated and then things just start to go wrong with my makeup. But it's okay. Everything's fine. I think we recovered. And it looks pretty cool. Like at least in my camera, like it looks pretty freaking cool. Alrighty. So I'm going to use my ColourPop mascara right now. And if you guys have seen me put on mascara, I like to wiggle it upwards. It helps keep the lashes separated and apply the mascara from root to tip. We averted another disaster. I almost just got mascara all over this look, in which case I would have quit and just may have cried a little bit, but we're okay. We are okay. All right. rainy. And then I'm going to take my CoverGirl Lash Blast, and that's going to go on my lower lash line. I like to hold my mirror up when I do that. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but pretty much all of my roommates are up and awake now, so I'll try and finish this up. Okay. Oh, I still need to put concealer under my lashes, don't I? Or under my eyes. I'm gonna clean up that smokiness. We'll put on a little bit, I guess. Okie dokie. Alright, I don't know about you guys. I'm not gonna put on a second coat of mascara today. I'm okay with just the one coat because this mascara is pretty freaking amazing. At least in my opinion. I love the way it makes my lashes look. So, just gonna curl my lashes. Alright, now we're gonna go in and just finish off the look with some concealer. Oh, almost forgot. We need to have some black liner, of course, some black waterline eyeliner. So I'm just taking my ColourPop Cream Gel pen. All right, there we go. Now I feel like it's more spooky. All right, so I'm going to clean up that under eye area, and to do that, I'm going to take, if I can get to it in my makeup bag, I'm going to take the Pretty Vulgar concealer. This is a really, really light shade, so I'm not going to use a lot of it because it's definitely lighter than what I need right now. There we go. And I'm just going to blend that in with my Real Techniques brush. Normally I would dampen it first, but I didn't know I was going to have to do this. So we're just kind of patting it in. Sorry, I just realized I was blocking your guys' view. There we go. Much better, in my opinion. Fantastic. Okay. So something that you could do, but I'm probably not going to do, is you could put a glitter on the crease or on the lid. This is the As Bright As You feature palette from Dear Katie Brown, and if I were to do this, I would use the color Damage, which is a gorgeous orange glitter, but I'm just going to keep it how it is right now, I think. And I'm just going to put on some highlights and some lip color, and we will be good to go. So just for highlight, I'm going to use the Estate Baked highlighter. You guys have seen me use this. Letting that on soften. And then for lips, I'm going to start out by putting on some lip balm because my lips are feeling very dry right now. And then I'm going to go in with Potassium Cosmetics. If you haven't checked out Potassium Cosmetics, you absolutely should. The owner is so sweet, and she just launched this brand, and I really, really like the product so far. So I'm going to use the Potassium Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Fall Vibes, which, you know, it's fall, so you got to, right? And then I'm going to top it with the Potassium Cosmetics lip oil or lip gloss. I can't remember which one. I think it might be a gloss. And this is an amethyst. And then I'm just going to finish everything off by spraying my face with the I Heart Revolution Fixing Spray in Peaches and Cream. Maybe. Clearly I need a refill. It's starting to run out on me. And this is the final look. It was a journey to get there. And again, you can, especially when it comes to the crease, you can do it a lot more precise if you don't want it as messy and smoky. But I feel like the messy and smokiness kind of adds to the Halloween vibe a little bit. So overall, for the journey that it took to get there, I actually am really happy with the way that this turned out, and I hope you guys really liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed our special guest star, Devin. Um, and I'm sure I will see you again very, very soon for another Halloween tutorial. Thank you so, so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you're watching this later, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, everybody.